Hope you're doing well. I'm Dr. Milind. So through this interview series, we have been hearing a lot of inspirational stories, and there are a lot of students who have inspired us with their hard work and determination. So, as a medical student, we are totally focused on our studies and our career. So sometimes other things take a backseat. But there are some people who, move ahead with life. They get married and they start family, and sometimes they forget about the ambitions. But today we are going to talk with Dr. Lakshmi, who got married, who had a kid, but she did not let her ambitions die. Who was very determined, and who decided, I'm not going to let my PG dream die. I'll work hard and I'll get my seat. And in recent NEET PG 2022, she got a wonderful rank of 4,900 with her hard work. So let's try to know how exactly she did it. So hi, Dr. Lakshmi, I welcome you to this conversation.
Hello, sir.
Please introduce yourself.
Thank you, sir. Hi, I'm Dr. Lakshmi. Basically, I'm from a private medical college from Telangana. I completed my MBBS back in 2017. Then I took a break wantedly from studies and got married. After that, I went to regular coaching of Bhatti Institute. But I stopped it in the middle only due to my pregnancy and all. After that, I took a break of 2 years and again I started in 2021 for 2021 session exam.
Okay, so that's quite a journey that you had. So let's try to break it into parts. So Dr. Lakshmi, how did you decide, that you want to pursue post graduation? Because after a marriage, after having kids, it's not only the responsibility, but also you enter in a comfort zone, and studying so many subjects and so many books again. So it's a tough task. So how did you arrive to the decision that you want to pursue post graduation?
I decided back in 2018 only when I got married, so that I can continue my studies also after marriage. But unfortunately, I got conceived and all, so that I wantedly took a break because I have very high risk pregnancy and all.
Okay.
So that's why I took a break from all the studies, and I wanted to continue my studies.
Okay. So was it difficult, open the books again, like when you have been away from the studies? Was it difficult? How did you convince yourself that, okay, I need to read this all again?
No, sir. The thought was always in my mind to do PG. So that was haunting in my mind. So definitely I have to do this. Definitely I have to do this. But at the same time, I also want to care my baby. So until she turns 1 year, I didn't touch any books.
Okay.
Because I have to feed her and all, no. That's why I didn't touch books for 1 year. After she turns 1, then in 2021 I started preparing again.
Okay, so that was sheer determination. I would like to tell viewers that Dr. Lakshmi had this in her mind that whenever she's ready, she's going to start reading again, and she's going to start working toward her goal.
Yes.
So that is a very important. If you have to be determined. You'll have different kind of challenges, and Dr. Lakshmi has her own kind of challenge, but she decided to overcome it with sheer determination. So that is something that you have to inculcate in your mind. So tell us more about how did you plan, like after you decided to start again. So how did you plan your studies? Which notes or books you preferred, and what was your schedule like?
Back in 2019, I went to regular coaching with Bhatia sir. At that time, I attended only 7 to 8 subjects classes. Because I got pregnancy, then I couldn't continue the regular classes. So with that only 7 to 8 subjects, I started my preparation, sir.
Okay.
With that notes only, that old notes only, 2019 notes only.
Okay.
I started preparing. At that time, there was no one with me.
Okay.
In any company.
What about the rest of the subjects?
Rest of the subjects, I took Marrow, sir. I took Marrow Plan C.
Took the
which are subjects I don't have any notes. I used to prepare the notes by seeing the videos.
Okay, and this is also again a very important message. I mean, a lot of students, they feel that every time a new book will come out or a new notes will come out or a class will launch something, they are totally into that I should have this. This is a feeling of missing out. That FOMO is a new thing, that is causing fear in the minds of PG aspirants. So Dr. Lakshmi, which was using her old notes, and she is able to get such kind of wonderful rank.
Yes.
I think that is very important. So how was your day? Once you start preparing, so you have to take care of your baby as well, and you have your family. So how did you manage during your day? Like, how was your day? If I ask you, like, to define a single day, like, how will you? What was your schedule? What was your timetable?
there are no 2 days which are similar in my life, sir.
Yes.
Actually, every day is a different day for me. I used to do sometimes I used to wake up earlier, sometimes I used to wake up late. According to that, I used to start my schedule.
And like, what was theory like? When will you read your theory, and when will you read your MCQs? Like, how was that plan?
Sir, regarding MCQs, I didn't do much of MCQs. My main motto was on theory. If
Okay.
you know the concepts very clearly, then you will be able to solve any question.
Yes, very true.
That's my strategy, sir.
Yes.
That's why I am keep on insisting on my notes only.
And what about,
And for shorts,
and if I have to ask you, like, how many hours did you study every day, like, on an average?
on an average, minimum 6 hours a day, sir, up to 10 hours maximum.
Maximum 10 hours. Okay. And about the
Yes,
short
sir.
subject, you were saying about short subject.
For short subjects, I used only revision videos, sir.
Okay.
Only revision videos for short subjects, and I prepared notes for that.
Yes, and I think
Most of the questions are
yes.
from those topics only.
Yes, and I think, it's very important. What actually Dr. Lakshmi has said, till now. If I have to summarize, I'll say, I have been telling students the same. I think, this is what we have been discussing on our channel as well. Like, you don't have to do a lot of things
Yes,
to
sir.
get a great rank.
Yes,
If you read what is
yes,
important and less things, you'll be able to revise well. And I think that is what Dr. Lakshmi has done. See, she has read like only notes, and she said that MCQs was not something that she was very fond of, and she decided
yes,
that whatever
yes, sir.
limited time she had, 6 to 10 hours, she would spend it on notes, followed by short subject. Okay, these are repetitive questions asked because short subject have not
Yes, sir.
changed much in over a decade. So I think revision notes or a previous year
Yes,
MCQ
sir.
suffice will be
Yes, sir.
sufficient. And I think that is the great combination that she did. And there was, like, if you have a limited material, you will have a less confusion. I think that is what is a takeaway from this message. Did you doubt yourself? Like, did you have this question in the mind? I'm starting so late. I don't have any motivation. Like, I don't have people to look up to. And there are a lot of students who got married and have started family, and they will look up to you. So tell me that, did you doubt yourself during preparation days?
No, sir. I never doubted myself. If I doubted myself, I would not have begun any preparation.
Yes. So you had that,
Yes.
that is what I like about Dr. Lakshmi. Like, usually people have this thing, that anxiety, that uncertainty. But if you trust your methods and if you have that determination, I'm going to do it, and that is what I think
Yes.
Dr. Lakshmi had done it in her.
Yes, sir.
So after taking a break, after like you took a break, and a lot of students are writing exams. Like, last session I wrote this, or NICT happens twice. So for
Yes, sir.
you, you did not write any exam for a long time. So what was your mindset during exam?
September exam I have written, sir.
Okay.
I got 24K rank in that.
Yeah, before that, but
Yes.
there was a gap in
Yes.
between, like when you had conceived and during that period. So
Yes. Yes, sir.
so what
Yes,
was
sir.
your mindset in the exam hall, that how many questions are you going to attempt, and how did you attempt the exam?
I attended my exam with a very peace of mind, sir, because I used to practice meditation and all during my preparation itself.
Yes.
So every day I practiced meditation to relieve anxiety and any phobia regarding the exam. So on the exam day also, in the exam hall also, I did meditation before the exam.
Yes.
That helped me a lot.
And that is very important to have that mental peace, that mental stability
Yes.
before during preparation as
Yes.
well. And and what I like about Dr. Lakshmi is her calm and confident attitude, which I think
Yes,
everything
sir.
should impart into themselves. This is very important to have
Yes.
while facing an exam. Tell us about the grand test. I think there are a lot of students, they are very obsessed with grand test. So what was your approach to grand test? Like, how many did you give, like, monthly or?
Monthly minimum, I should give 2 grand tests, sir. The beginning, after the towards the exam, every 10 days I used to give grand test.
Okay. So
Like in March and April,
mhm. So that
I
was
used
the
to
time.
give every 10 days.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
One story that a lot of students are going to relate with your story, having, because they'll get married, and so was it difficult to convince your family? Like, did at any moment that it got compromised? Or like family member said, you are not looking after your child well, or did you face those difficulties?
No, sir, none of my family members said that, but many outside people said that you're not looking your child, you're not seeing her, you left her, like that. So many members said so many things to me on my face only, but my family stood like a backbone for me. My family is my mother-in-law and father-in-law, everybody, my husband, my parents, my brother, everybody is very supportive, and they used to understand my stress levels and all. Whenever I used to take break, I can take break, and whenever I used to spend with my baby, I can spend time. That feasibility is there for me, because I used to stay with my baby only. Wherever my baby is there, I will be there only. I never left her even a single day.
And that's, I think that is why, we all are very proud of the kind of achievement you have
Yes,
done along with your baby, because
yes,
it's a very
yes,
tough task, it's very tough choice. And I think, yes, you are very lucky, you had a supportive family,
yes, sir.
supportive
Yes, I'm very lucky. Yes,
yes. And I should
yes, absolutely, sir.
and I should
And
congratulate you. Yes, yes.
they are also very understanding that I want this so much, so that they are also compromised with me. So she wanted this so badly. We should support her, like that. Their mindset was like that, sir.
Yes, and I believe, the power of your dreams, when people see that, you dream something so big, I think the people
Yes,
will start supporting you for that. And
yes,
they
yes,
will,
sir.
instead of
Yes, sir.
standing against you, they will stand beside you, to help you.
Stand beside you.
And that is always,
Yes, sir.
I also like to give message to the students, whenever you have a problem with your parents, to convince your mom, dad, family about, taking a drop or writing the
Yes,
exam again. It's not that you should fight
yes,
with them, as you showed them, this is my determination that I have to get my rank, I have to get my branch. And with that determination and hard work, they saw that potential in you and they stood by you. So I think that is something that
yes,
we
sir.
should also do. We try to convince our parents, our loved ones, and instead of making them against you, they should be your
Yes, sir.
strength. So they will be on your side during your
Yes, sir.
preparation. So tell us, that what message you want to give. There are a lot of mothers who are watching this video, a lot of students who face different challenges in their life. But what message you want to give to those students, that preparing for PG
It's
classes?
it's never too late to chase your dream. If you are enough confident, if you are if you work hard, then definitely you'll go to success.
Yes. And once, if you want to summarize your strategy in the last line, like, what you would like to tell about the strategy?
Keep it simple and repeat the things same again and again. That's it.
Yes,
Keep the plan very simple and repeat it again and again.
yes, that's very nicely put. So many
Yes, sir.
congratulations, Dr. Lakshmi, and thank you so much for joining us. I'm sure your story is like very inspirational, and it is going to be a guiding light for a lot of students.
And one thing I want to specify, sir, regarding the first aid book.
Yes.
Back in January 2020, I got that book. For 4 months, I read that book only for revision purpose.
Mm.
Because from Marrow GT also, the explanations are there, answers are there in that book only,
Yes.
first aid only.
Yes.
So that's where I realized up to then my grand test scores were only 120, 125 corrects up for 200. After I read the first aid book, then I got 140, 150 corrects.
Yes.
That's when I realized how important that book is.
Yes, and I think that is people's.
And I would definitely recommend to
Yes,
everyone,
yes,
sir, if
very
they are
good.
preparing from now also.
Yes, that's a very good addition, and the tip that you have given. And what I feel that
Sir.
first aid, even when like during my preparation, when I was reading the interviews, so people used to
Yes.
recommend first aid. Even as I have said earlier, there was one student who said just read it, don't care. Like you
Yeah.
will not know how it
Hmm.
helps, but it helps because first aid is all about basic sciences, and your PG entrances
Yes,
are
sir.
all about basic sciences. So your score will eventually
Yes,
improve.
sir.
So use it better.
Yes, sir.
There are a lot of students who have made videos that how to use first aid. I myself have also released few videos that how to use first aid.
Yes,
So
sir.
use it effectively, and as Dr. Lakshmi said, that it's a very useful book, and you should
Yes, sir.
definitely add it to your preparation. Don't substitute the first year notes, first and second prof notes, but
Yes,
add it
sir.
to your preparation. So that's a very
Yes.
nicely put. So thank you, Dr. Lakshmi, for joining us, and this is going to be a
Thank you,
guiding
sir.
light for many, not only the mothers who are dreaming to achieve, but for many students who are facing different challenges in their life. They know if Dr. Lakshmi can do it, then we can also do it. So
Yes,
thank
sir.
you so much for joining us,
Yes, sir.
and I wish you all the best.
Thank you, sir.